You see those 3 vehicles right there? They all have lights on them. But they don't all have signia saying they're police, do they? Like regular vehicles right there, huh?
You're trying to ask me something? What is tomorrow? Friday. Sorry, I can't help you. I don't have a week before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have one either, so.
After we control.
So I figured.
Yeah, that's fine.
Better safe than sorry.
Sometimes you just go roll.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
with it, but I'm just saying that anything.
Taking my trip a couple days off. A couple weeks. So take them on.
$140,000 a year, like over a tenth of my budget. So they're arguing
This way.
I don't know which side of the... Can I get over here, sir? Sorry, excuse me.
Squeeze back.
Yep, excuse me.
Sorry.
Excuse me. Yes,
Should have known.
Bob Z. Here. Delkey. Present. Bostwick. Here. Ryan. Here. Cullen. Here. Ugelstep. Here. Gorman. Present. Coleman. Here. Knutson. Here. Marshall. Here. Mulwiney. Here. Peer. Present. Pennycook. Here. Rashkin. Here. Ryan. Bringham. Here. Ryan. I know you're Steve. Schneider. Here. Schultz. Here. Schwartz. Here. Stevens. Here. Stone. Here. Sutter. Here. Sutherland. Here. Tillman. Here. Towns. Here. Whitledge. Here. Wilson. Here. Woodman. Here. Levy.
Here.
29 present, 0 absent.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Next item, 4, consent agenda. 4A, adoption of agenda. 4B, approval of minutes from September 11th, 2025. C1, appointment to the Coordinated Services Team, CST Children's Community Options Program, CCOP. E1, authorizing T-hanger roof replacement at Southern Wisconsin Regional Airport. E2, amending Resolution 95-7A-042, establishing terms for LEPC. 3, extension of Dayforce subscription. That is the end of the consent agenda.
Would anybody like anything removed from the consent agenda? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve? Motion by Tillman, second by Bostwick. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? That passes. Next item, please.
Next item is public hearing. We do not have a public hearing this evening. Item 6, citizen participation, communications, and announcements. We have several people signed up to speak this evening. When I call your name, please come up to the podium. Please come up through the center. Please state your name and municipality. You'll be we're given a 2-minute time limit to speak. Our first speaker is Antonio Nunez. On deck is Angela Rodriguez. Right, actually, right here. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Antonio Nunez, and my municipality is the city of Janesville. I've been living in Wisconsin my whole life. I've been living in Rock County for the last 8 years. Most of that time I've lived here in Janesville. I was previously at the meeting of the Committee of Staff. I would like to reiterate here for the full board and supervisors what I spoke there. From the time I lived here, this is my first time attending a proper county board meeting. I felt compelled to come here to this meeting today in person to directly address the board and express my shock and disappointment at recent comments made on social media by Rock County employee Heather Buckles in regards to the recent public assassination of Charlie Kirk. She posted the following to social media, which many who were supporting her in this previous public meeting neglected to mention. She said, and I quote, "I'll fucking celebrate it. A man who basically didn't give a fuck about hundreds of kids being murdered because guns are worth it, getting shot to death, is the most poetic justice ever. Fuck that guy. Literally do not give a fuck that he died. County Policy 1.02 states, the county expects all employees to demonstrate professional, competent, and reasonable behavior, and to continually serve both on duty and off duty as positive examples of the high-quality personnel affiliated with this organization and consistent with the high expectations of the public. It is clear from this policy that the county must have zero tolerance for such behavior. I ask the board today, are Heather's words positive examples of the high-quality personnel affiliated with this organization? Are these the kinds of words the board is willing to be associated with? I agree with county policy that public servants must be held to a higher standard. I myself am an employee of the state of Wisconsin, a fellow civil servant. I recognize that we cannot allow celebrations of violence or any similar kind of rhetoric to be spoken for or advocated for by any government employee or official. I demand disciplinary action must be taken, namely the termination of this employee.
My name is Angel Rodriguez. I am a resident of the town of Beloit, and I'm here today. I want to ask you to think back with me to June of 2020 when this board met, not in person but over Zoom, and passed a resolution condemning the death of George Floyd, and then shortly thereafter passed another resolution declaring racism a public health crisis. This board acted very quickly within a month of Mr. Floyd's death in order to pass this resolution condemning his death. And so I'm here today asking that in the same manner, because many of you were there at that time and are here now, I'm asking that you, in the same manner, pass a resolution condemning the assassination, the murder of Mr. Charlie Kirk. Many of your constituents were followers and admired the work that Mr. Kirk did. He stood for dialogue and debate, and he was killed for that. He died doing the thing that he loved to do, the thing that many admired him for doing, even though they might have disagreed with him. He was speaking the truth. He was dialoguing and debating with college students. And for that, he was killed. And so I'm asking that you, in the same manner that you passed a resolution condemning the death of Mr. George Floyd, that you hold up to your own standard, and that you would pass a resolution condemning the death of Mr. Charlie Kirk. You've done it before, so would you do it again? Thank you.
Dennis Hilgendorf. On deck is Brittany Ingalls.
Good evening. My name is Dennis Hilgendorf. I reside at 2205 West Crystal Springs Road, town of Janesville. I'd like to address a different subject. I was approached by a constituent of Rock County, not even one in my district, but I felt it's important to bring it to the board's attention, and I think everybody could agree on this. Currently, the county board publishes required legal publications or notices is only 2 newspapers. The Janesville Gazette in even years and the Beloit Daily News in odd years, if I'm correct. In addition to these, I am asking the board to also publish all legal notices on the county website with a quick and easy find link. If you turn to the handout, and I think everybody has one, looks like this that I handed out beforehand, you'll see a sample of what this would look like for someone using a computer or a cell phone. On the computer screen, under the Residence tab, you would simply add the link in the lineup on the left-hand side of the page, highlighted in red. On the cell phone view, a button icon link would be added as shown in red. This would allow all county residents access to county legal notices easily and in a timely manner. They would not be forced to purchase a paid subscription. It would also allow easy access to those who travel or temporarily leave the county for extended periods of time. I know myself, I get lost in trying to go through any website and find links, and some of the links don't even go anyplace, and this would be an added benefit to all the people in Rock County. Thank you.
Sheila Williams, Janesville, Wisconsin. No one is disputing an employee's right to speech. You have a county employee celebrating the violent death of another human being using both profanity and inflammatory language on a public platform. It is about her conduct, not her content, that directly contradicts and violates your policy 1.02 that mandates its employees to serve as a positive example and to act with integrity and respect consistent with the high expectations of the public. This severely erodes the public's trust in the integrity, professionalism, and judgment of county employees in policy 1.03. Ordinance 18.608 prohibits being disrespectful or bullying in dealing with the general public. These are the policies and ordinances that the board has voted to adopt. Their integrity depends on ensuring that enforcement is consistent and without favoritism. By failing to enforce your code of conduct policies and personnel ordinances now, you are setting a precedent that will severely prohibit your ability to manage employee conduct in the future. We ask that you fulfill your legislative and oversight role by demanding a full accounting from the county administrator as to why a clear violation of your policies has been ignored. If you are unwilling to enforce this policy today, then you must begin the process to repeal it tomorrow. Tell the citizens of Rock County that you no longer expect employees to be positive examples off duty. Tell your managers that standards of integrity, accountability, and respect are now optional. Be transparent about the new lower standard of conduct that you are setting for all county employees, because allowing this policy to stand while ignoring a clear violation is an act of administrative cowardice that undermines the rule of law itself.
Okay, I just said time, so the county administrator told her, and then I reminded her that her time is up.
I was just finishing the
I know, but your time is up, thank you.
I was just finishing the sentence.
I realize
You allow
that, but
everybody else to finish.
Tonight I allowed everybody their 2 minutes or under.
Next speaker is Lisa Burnside. On deck is Dennis Went.
My name is Lisa Burnside, and I am the Township of Janesville. And actually, Rock County, word gets around pretty fast. And when I was at home and learned about Charlie Kirk's murder, assassination, martyrdom, as a Christian who is no longer going to be a husband, no longer going to be a father to 2 little kids, at a university debating on all of the videos that I had gone back to look at, because I didn't follow him all that closely, but I did know his values. And they were grounded on Christianity. And he was going to help young people to try to get themselves back on track, know that God loves them and wants to have a purpose for them. That was his debate. And it was on many campuses he was invited to, including Oxford. And the university campus at Harvard, their motto is truth, which is veritas in Latin. And when you take out a person in the throat, that basically is a ritual saying there is no more free speech in this country. So yes, Heather can have free speech, but according to the handbook, she's supposed to have certain professional, competent, reasonable behavior that travels not only here in the workplace, but it travels also in her own personal life, that she has to be accountable. She has eroded the trust of people here. It has shaken me to the core. And I have since also learned that groups of people who are like-minded like her have also carried a coffin to Brian Stiles' home. And U.S. Capitol Police are investigating that, and they're continually doing that on a weekly basis in front of his office on Wednesdays, 4:30 to 5, like clockwork. Witchcraft has also been included.
Thank you.
Jezebel
Thank
There
you
was
for your
SD
time.
witches. This is witchcraft.
Ma'am, thank you for your time. I'm going to ask, as we continue to call individuals, that when we say your time is up, that we be respectful of that. We said at the beginning that we were going to allow everybody 2 minutes. We do expect everybody to adhere to that. That's why I am saying I want to make sure that I'm being consistent, or we're being consistent with everyone that speaks. So that's why when the county administrator is saying 2 minutes, I would ask everyone to please end your comments at that time. Thank you.
Next is Dennis Wendt, Deputy Craig Keller.
Hello everyone, my name is Dennis Wendt. I preside at 18327 West Church Road in Broadhead, Wisconsin. I'm a Rock County resident. You know, it actually pains me greatly to be here this evening. I wish I was here to talk about something that was better than what I have to talk about, but I have to say something. This piece of literature was handed to me the other day, and I was told there was a quote on there by a Rock County employee. And when I read that, I'm not sure there's words to describe how I felt. Now, when I walked in the room, one of the first speakers actually quoted and spoke that. I can't repeat that. You know, we don't have to like everyone, but we certainly shouldn't do that, which is in quote here. This is a person that's supposed to be working for me as an employee of Rock County. I don't want this person working for me in Rock County. If this is how she feels, this Heather Buckle. I understand that the administrator of Rock County hasn't done anything to rectify it. I am now hearing, and I'm here right now to find out, does he ever plan on doing anything about this?
That's your time, sir.
Thank you for your time. I want to fire.
Up next is Craig Keller.
My name is Craig Keller. I reside at 319 South Gilbert Street in Footville, Wisconsin. I'm here basically for the same thing everybody else has talked about tonight. I guess for me, I find it extremely disgusting that we're using free speech as a means to throw out the hate, and it blows my mind that we've gotten so far away from having conversations and discussing things and trying to find a happy medium to celebrating somebody's death. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. There's accountability and consequences for everything we do. And I'm sorry, but I think that is grounds for termination. I don't want to see anybody lose their job or anything, but as a former county employee myself, I've gone through things myself and had to deal with things and see other people deal with things. But to me, this is completely unacceptable. And just real quick, because we've talked about things, Jesus said in Luke 11, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to dissolution, and a house divided against a house falleth. And that Satan himself cannot even stand if he is divided. When are we going to wake up and come together and be one people again? This is disgusting.
That was our last speaker. Was there anyone else that wishes to speak that